episode here on Sail to Spear. Today I'm heading back out on the kayak and I'm joined by a couple of friends from down south. They've driven a couple of thousand kilometres to get up here. Today we're heading off to an island about 40 kilometres offshore, and then tomorrow we're going to head another 40 kilometres, a total of 80 kilometres, and we're going to be around 70 kilometres offshore on our own isolated island for 2 weeks. So if this is something that you're not subscribed and you might want to follow, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Otherwise, yeah, looking forward to showing you guys what I get up to, or what we get up to. Quite a nice little wind. It's a southeaster. It's just enough wind on the sail to get out. We're averaging about 10 kilometres per hour. So if we can maintain this speed, we should be out there in about 4 hours. The guys are just dealing with a bit of a weight issue, given that it's such a small boat. Yeah, weight distribution is critical on these sort of trips. A lot of water, a lot of beer. And all the stuff you need for a good camp for a couple of weeks. Unfortunately, this southeaster has turned to an easterly, so I'm nosing right into it at the moment. It's put me a little bit behind. It's about to get dark. There's a few ships getting around. There's some container ships behind me. There's a trawler up in front. And it's probably time I get these navigation lights on. Could probably do with the tow right about now. The other boat has actually made it to the island already. I'm still 14 kilometres, so it's going to be another couple of hours punching into this wind. Anyway, put my nav lights on, and there's not much else I can really do. That's the island we're going to tonight. It's not a bad sunset. Good morning, it's day 2. So yesterday we set out from the mainland out to this first island, which was 40k offshore. And then today we're going to head off again another 40 kilometres out to sea. A bit of a rough trip yesterday for the last 20k. Had to punch into the wind and the swell. Was hurting pretty bad by the time I got here. And it was pretty cold last night. I actually spent the night alone on this beach. The other guys that are out there, they actually stayed at a bay just around the corner, but I couldn't locate them last night because they got to the island first. They got a motor on their boat. They're a little bit quicker. Anyway, so we'll get the Hobie packed and wait for this tide to come in a little bit, and yeah, we'll head off. As you can see, we're still on the island. Don't you just love when things don't go to a plan? Opposite to what the A-team would say. So what's happened is Neil's steering has potentially snapped the cable. So we're going to have to head back to the mainland at some stage, probably tomorrow morning, because we're all pretty tired. In the meantime, we're just going to head out in the water now. I'm going to grab him, we're going to tow him in. Unload all the gear, and then we'll come together with another plan. So I just want to show you there is trouble in paradise. I was walking around the campsite and I stepped on that. That's an old porcupine fish. Those spikes are wicked. Anyway, I'm going to chuck that in the bush where it's not going to get anyone else. So we've set up camp for the night here in this fantastic location. We're going to stay here a night or two, then we're going to head back to the mainland and get this steering cable for Neil's boat fixed on the steering. There's the Hobie there, she's set up there in amongst the trees. Got a few random bags around the place. This is the main campsite. So I've got the new Denali tent. Haven't slept in it yet. Had to sleep in my wetsuit last night, which wasn't fun at all. Just under the stars. There's a hammock through there, camera gear, eskies. This area seems to be shaded most of the day, and that's all of our food in these boxes just there. And we've got a bit of a camp kitchen going on over the back here. Anyway, we're going to go and see what the boys are up to. So they're going to be sleeping in hammocks tonight, and they're going to leave the tent in the boat. So we'll have a stroll up here and have a look at their setup.
Well, geez, that Mark's a good bloke. He's bringing down a couple of beers.
No, they're in the esky chilling off still. Little home away from home. Look at this. So the boys forgot their coffee cup, and this is the result. A mug. Anyway, it's day 3 after some deliberation last night. We've decided we are going to head back today, go get the steering fixed, grab a couple of coffee cups for the guys, and a couple of other things we need, and then head back out here. So we're gonna have to bear hug this motor on the way in, so it's gonna be a bit of a slow trip, but yeah, we should get back out here tomorrow afternoon or the next day and continue our expedition on these islands and hopefully get out to our destination island. Anyway, how do you feel about all this, Hamish?
Oh, it's pretty good.
Pretty good? You loving it?
Yeah, I like staying on islands.
Do you? What do you love most about it?
Oh, hammocks.
Hammocks? How'd you sleep last night? Good?
Yeah, I didn't even wake up once.
Yep. So we're just doing some final preparations on the boat while we're waiting for the tide to come in so we can get away. So we're going to head back to the mainland today. And oh wow, there's a whale just out there. Pretty cool. Hey Hamish, there's that whale just off the shore here.
Yeah, I was saying that before.
That's pretty cool. Yeah, so we're just doing some preparations and get this steering fixed on this motor. So what we've done is we've got this line here which will give us something to attach to, because these cowlings don't have any sort of lash onto, and then we've got this line down here to keep this line secured down, and then we've got these side lines here which come back to a bit of stick that we found, and we snapped in half on the beach and pull that, and that pulls the motor across. So we've got one on each side which goes through each bollard. If that doesn't work, we'll have to bear hug the motor all the way in, and hopefully we should be back at our little campsite within a day or two to continue our mission. Back in a couple of days. See you soon. Okay. Got back to the beach from the mainland. We stayed overnight, and massive thanks to the guys from Sugar City Marine. They really helped us out. We had to take the motor off to change out the steering. Yeah, so we're just going up now to have a couple of coldies, pack our gear up tonight, and idea is we're going to leave pretty early in the morning. We'll probably leave under the full moon, probably around 3 in the morning, so that way we make the high tide at our destination island and we can get into the lagoon. Well, lads are just bringing up the last of the stuff. We've got a few extra supplies, bit of bread, bit of extra water. We smashed the water on the first night, and we're all stocked up again. So, good times. What a spot, eh?
Oh, there you go.
Oh, look at me go.
Hey? Thanks, mate.
Cheers.
You got the change?
Cheers now.
Yeah, here's cheers, mate. Ooh, frothy one's a boy.
Shark! Shame to leave such a beautiful place, but this is not the island that we're headed for. So tomorrow we're going to head off about another 40 kilometres, which will be a total of 70 kilometres offshore. And boys are just loading up the boat now. Down there, that's got to go in the boat once the tide drops. That's what's left of our campsite. As you can see, we're just going to sleep in some hammocks tonight, and get a pretty early start, probably around 4 o'clock in the morning. Should be a full moon tonight as well, so that'll make for some nice sailing or boating.